Hi, I'm Erin Williams. At first, I really struggled with what I wanted to do for my presentation of learning. I put a lot of pressure on myself to come up with a grand newfound philosophy that I could present for everyone after this amazing, life-changing experience. But when I found myself searching for the answers that I had gained, I could not pinpoint any clear-cut messages to spell out. It's not that I haven't learned anything. In fact, it's that I have learned so much in such a short period of time, and with everything being so interconnected, it was almost impossible for me to make sense of it all so soon after we got back. The ideas just weren't coming to me, and they were coming to me all at once. I was completely overwhelmed. One day in the cabins, during a POL work period, when I was feeling particularly stuck, my friend Sean invited me to go climb trees with him. It seemed like an odd request at the time, but I was desperate to get out of my own head, so I went. After scanning the premises, we set our sights on an eagle's nest at the top of an intimidatingly tall tree. Sean is a lot taller than me, so it came much more easily to him to get to the nest. When it was my turn to attempt the climb, I struggled a little. But with his help in suggesting which branch I placed my foot on each step of the way, I successfully made it to the top. This expedition brought me all the way back to my days in the Kentlands, my childhood neighborhood in a suburb not too far away from here. As I sat there posing for the triumphant picture at the top of the tree, I felt like I was 8 years old again. In that moment, I was that little girl with big dreams of changing the world, except now with much more direction and guidance on how to do so successfully and sustainably. It was just one of the ways in which this experience had come full circle for me. That experience inspired me to write this song called Circles and to learn how to play the ukulele to accompany it. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Oh my goodness. I always had a thing for you and me. Dreamed of being savior of the century. It's how I always felt that I was. I hope to work for you. I traded learning for the numbers. Now I think you made me dumber. I strove for university. Before the top 100s of the person. Circles, spin around in circles. Started in Miami, went around west to DC. Circles, I see my life in circles. Looking down from my tree, back in the day when my head free. I realized it wasn't just me. I'd be crying on the spiders as a company. It's just our communication. Felt like every moment was an obligation. We all fought for an identity. Sifting through our stories to impress the team. I tried out without success. I fell short of trying to impress. I found my love for chips along the way. Circles, spinning around in circles. Started in Miami, went around west to DC. Circles, we only had some circles.
freedom, party is circles, wheeling around in circles. Started in Miami, went around west to DC. Circles, pushing down in circles. Realize you're a girlfriend, you don't even know it. Turns out I'm not the only person with complexity greater than a person. Patience not defined by their disease. Stories and their smiles and most affected me. Toilet was a storm that left me soaked. And with the sickness that felt unprovoked. Felt like going home was the only way. But I found that I was healed with what could pass from me. Circles, wheeling around in circles. Started in Miami, went around west to DC. Circles, I love circles. Sometimes I fail to feel them, but when I first meet them, all that's left me questioning. Does it really need to be part of a community? Not defined by its humanity. That's noble, enduring, carelessly, and settling people's dignity. Feeling more connected to the people who know, not the shoes and the pointed toe. Circles, wheeling around in circles. Started in Miami, went around west to DC. Circles, we all sat in a circle. Around this newfound knowledge, we couldn't find equality.
Good time. Any questions?
Wow, fantastic.
Was it harder to get down from the tree than get up?
Oh, yeah, actually, it was a lot more stressful getting down. Forgot to mention that part of the song. Yeah.
Were you thinking of that medium and like, when did you come up with that? Not after you wanted to make it.
Oh,
Let's go with all the songs.
well, I don't know, like the circle, well, so I started thinking about how like everything when I was like climbing trees, I started thinking about how like, I don't know, like here I am like back again, not even that far away from like where I was when I was younger, like I grew up like kind of close to here. And so like the circle thing, just like I started thinking a lot about how like I'm still the same person I was before, but like so much has happened. I don't know. So then I just kind of like started going on with the circle thing, and then like I found a lot of other like ways that image kept popping up throughout the trip. And so I didn't really want to write a speech about that because I wanted to do it in like a more artistic way. But I'm not like, I know I grew up like playing sports. I never played an instrument before. So that was another way I wanted to like push myself because I'm not like a musician really. I just like picked up a ukulele a couple weeks ago and decided to play a song. But that was, I don't know, like it was kind of scary for me, but like going on this trip was really scary for me too. So I just thought that would be like a really good way to wrap it up and like.
Those lyrics are true expressions of your emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know how to do it in any other way because I don't know, it just wasn't coming to me in the form of like speech or anything. So. Cool.
What do you think, like, your favorite part was? Or, like, your favorite part to write was? Like, what part felt most, like, reflection?
That's really hard. I don't know. I don't know if I can pinpoint like one specific thing, but like it was a good way for me to like categorize different things that I've like felt and experienced on this trip. Like there wasn't one thing specifically that was my favorite thing to write, but I think like the whole process of like taking things that I discovered about myself or like reflected a lot on throughout this trip and like painting a picture of it in a way that like I thought reflected how I felt about it really well. Like that process was really like fun for me. So I don't know if I could say it was any specific like part of it, but just like overall like the process of like taking like my thoughts and feelings and putting them into like that sort of like lyrics. I don't know, that was just like cool for me to be able to do.
That was amazing in a lot of different ways. And one of the ways it seemed almost painfully self-reflecting. When we talk about oppression and volunteering, it was almost an indictment of your own experience. Could you talk about that a little bit?
You want like wait, what's your specific question?
Well, the question is, it sounds like the lyrics of the song and the whole mood of the song, it sort of celebrates all the learning you did, but it's also sort of critical of the experience somewhat.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a really important part of the experience. Like, I think I learned some of the most in like situations where I was participating in the behavior that like where we were participating in the behavior that we could come and be critical of together. So because it was like easier to see it and like because we were in it. I don't know. I guess like yeah, I don't know.
That's okay. We'll talk.
Okay.
So the circle is something that is different. It never ends. So does that fit in the metaphor at all for you?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, it was interesting. I was talking to Maureen about this. She's actually, I think, in one of these rooms presenting right now. But I was like asking her, I talked to her about the circle thing, and I was asking her like how she like saw it, just like to get another perspective. And she was like, I really like it. And then she took it a step further and was like, it's even like kind of like a spiral because you're like you're progressing, but you're still like moving in the same theme. So you're still like the same person, but you're like learning all these new things. And like, so if you could combine a spiral with a circle because it never ends, but you're still progressing. See, this is a little bit too confusing for me to put in the song, but I'm happy to share it with you in the question and answer section. But yeah, so yeah, the never-ending thing. That's definitely because I know like I never want to stop like growing and learning, but I still want to keep the true like themes of and like my ambitions that I was talking about at the beginning. Like that's something I want to keep, but I want to keep like coming around back to that. But I want to like spiral, move forward along the way. So yes, Julia.
This is not really a question, but I was complimenting you. That was really great and really awesome.
Oh, thanks, Julia. Steven?
Do you think you'll continue to write songs as a form of expression? Do you think that's something that you need?
Yeah, definitely. I want to get better at like guitar and ukulele because I really liked doing this. I didn't realize how much because I've always like kind of liked writing poetry, but I really like I just think singing it just brings it to life more for me. So I think I definitely want to like learn how to. Actually, it's funny because before I started this project, I was making a to-do list for myself after college, and one of my things on my to-do list was be more musical. So I think I do. I want to take like more lessons and like just get better at it because I really liked this process.
You should. That's how
Thank you.
Don't wait till you're out of college.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Do you think that I'm going to be gentleman different you guys thought of the fun idea? Or like, you did all the other.
I don't know. Maybe I had other ideas. One of my ideas was to kind of do some like a speech type thing with like and shaping it in the form of like like I don't know, just a bunch of questions. It wasn't a fully formed idea yet, but nothing really felt like right. Nothing really felt like very fulfilling until I came across this idea. So like maybe I would have just kept coming up with ideas until I found this because I don't know. I was just really struggling before I found this, so maybe not. I don't know. Sean?
Not a question, but a comment. I think really no words can describe our experience that we had in India with oppression. I think your song actually captivated it better than what I've heard. Like it really, the tone that you had and the lyrics you had, I think really combined and made it more of a wholesome experience for like the audience or listening.
Thanks.
Is this performance going to be on your live album?
Oh, we'll see. Oh yeah, I am. Look out for that in iTunes, guys. It's 129.
We should work together on something.
Okay, we can collaborate. We'll talk after this. Yeah, Erin feat J-Way.
Erin, if you were able to read these lyrics before you left for the trip, how would that have changed?
I don't think I would have fully understood what I was saying, especially with all the like oppression India stuff. I really had no idea about voluntourism before I came on this trip. It probably would have intrigued me. I don't know. I don't know. I probably still would have done it. I just don't think I would have had any idea what I was talking about. So. All right. Thank you.